Hey, what's going on everybody, and welcome back to another Fallout 4 Mods Weekly. This week we have a handful of really cool weapon mods as well as some weapon mod additions. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it with the first mod. The first mod we're taking a look at today is the classic Deathclaw Gauntlet Replacer by MrMadre. Now, we took a look at this mod not too long ago. This is going to add a new version of the Deathclaw Gauntlet that will replace the old version. So there are a small group of people who are very disappointed with the way that the Fallout 4 version of the Deathclaw Gauntlet looks. This version of the mod is going to completely replace it with the New Vegas style of the Deathclaw Gauntlet. Now, I'm sure there's some people out there who didn't mind the Fallout 4 version of the Deathclaw Gauntlet, but if you really want to replace it with the old style, then this mod is for you. That being said, there are some other mods that will actually add this in as a standalone weapon mod so that you can have both versions of the Deathclaw Gauntlet. For example, the Fist of Rawr mod, which is part of the New Vegas Uniques Mega Pack, will add not only the standalone Deathclaw Gauntlet, but a unique version, the Fist of Rawr, both of which can be crafted at a chemistry station standalone from the vanilla Fallout 4 Deathclaw Gauntlet. I'll go ahead and leave some links down to both of them below so that you get to pick and choose what exactly you want. But either way, if you like the New Vegas style of Deathclaw Gauntlet, any of these mods are going to add that style back into Fallout 4, and I think it fits perfectly. This is just such a cool version of the Deathclaw Gauntlet, killing the beast and then literally taking its hand and using it as a weapon to fight it again. It's such a cool idea, and I really love the way that it looked in New Vegas, and I'm happy that I can use it again in Fallout 4. So whether you want a full replacer or just a standalone version of the weapon, any of these are really cool options to add in the classic style of Deathclaw Gauntlet. Again, links to all of those will be down in the description below. Moving on to our next mod, we have the Immersive Hunting Overhaul by lKocMoHaBTl. Turns out that name was Russian, and that's why I had such a hard time pronouncing it last time. Anyways, this mod is going to add a completely new system for hunting and gathering loot off of your dead enemies, and this is super cool. You may be familiar with the Hunter of the Commonwealth mod. This mod is heavily inspired by that with some new bonus features. So now whenever you go to harvest an animal, rather than being able to just loot the item, much like the Hunter of the Commonwealth mod, you will actually need to disassemble them. Now, in order to do that, you just simply equip a combat knife, head into sneak and make sure you are undetected, and you will be prompted with a new option to butcher the animal. Doing so is going to prompt a new animation where you will actually butcher the animal. They will then explode with the bloody mess effect and spread their parts everywhere, and you'll obtain all of the meat, leather, etc. that you would need from said animal. Now, what's really cool is this mod has built-in integration with Mutant Menagerie, so if you like to use that for all of the new creatures, this mod now works with it seamlessly, so you can butcher those animals as well and get all of the parts included in that mod. Now, if that wasn't cool enough, this doesn't just apply to animals. If you have the Cannibal perk, you can also butcher humans. If you are a robotics expert, you can craft a disassembly wrench where you can do the same thing to robots and disassemble them for parts. You can craft a shovel, which will allow you to bury bodies that are cluttering up your settlement. If you want to collect some glowing blood, you can craft some test tubes. This way, whenever you butcher glowing animals, you have a chance of filling one of those up. And on top of all of that, they've completely revamped the food and cooking options, giving different stats to the food items. Now you will find radiation a lot more prevalent. Even if your item is cooked, it will still have radiation on it, though it will be much less than a typical raw food item. On top of that, there are tons of new recipes. Some of them will be available to you right off the bat. The others will be found in magazines that you will find out in the world. You can find them while looting different refrigerators, ovens, trash cans, or you can even purchase them from different vendors. This truly is your one-stop shop for survival overhaul when it comes to the food and hunting side of things. This really has everything you need built into one beautiful mod. I really can't wait to see where this mod goes and what other built-in support it has, but it truly is amazing as it is already. This is definitely a must-have for any survival load order who's really trying to take their immersion seriously. An excellent mod by lKocMoHaBTl. Moving on, we have Anton Chigurh's shotgun, suppressed combat shotgun sound replacer by XVI20. This mod is going to add a new sound replacer to the combat shotgun. Now that's a pretty simple task, but this one is very unique. Rather than trying to be immersive or go for a super realistic sound, they instead went for the sound featured in the suppressed shotgun from No Country for Old Men. So since this is a sound mod, I'll go ahead and let you have a listen for yourself. So like I said, this isn't about immersion or realism, this is just for a really cool movie sound effect. Now this isn't going to be for everybody, but if you want to have an over-the-top suppressed shotgun with a really cool, unique sound, then this is definitely an awesome one. If anybody's seen No Country for Old Men, then you'll recognize this immediately. Such an iconic sound for a suppressed shotgun. Definitely not the most realistic thing, but it is super cool nonetheless. Moving on, we have AnotherOne's Winchester 1873 add-on by AnotherOne, aka RetroPaladin. If you remember the Winchester Model 1873 that came out not too long ago, AnotherOne has now made an add-on pack for it that will add new attachments and features into the game. These features will include a bunch of new sights and attachments, as well as a replacer version that you can download. Doing so is going to replace the vanilla lever action from Far Harbor with the Model 1873, which is excellent. Once you've played with a new lever action like the Model 1873, going back to the vanilla one just doesn't work. So having this one as a replacer is a great option. Now instead of having to see both of these things, you can just see the beautiful one with all of the nice custom animations and awesome attachments. But if you don't want the replacer, you can also download a regular version of the mod, which will add all of the cool new attachments without it being a replacer. The choice is yours. So if you're looking to spice up your lever action even more, go ahead and give this mod a try. It'll be linked in the description below for a bunch of cool new attachments for the lever action. In the same theme, we are checking out Famas Anniversary Edition by EvTital. This is going to apply a very similar idea to the Famas by FX0X01, giving it a bunch of new cool attachments. These attachments are going to include the suppressed barrel, a new sling that can be found in the bipod section, a new flashlight, the 25 round F1 mags, a new F1 magwell reworked for the F1 lower, some reworked textures as well as some new worn textures, and overall these are just going to add some really cool attachments that kind of bring some more life to the already existing Famas. I think the idea behind this one was really going for immersion and adding in some features that were really necessary to give the full-on Famas feel. So if you're a user of the Famas already, it's totally worth downloading this thing just to get even more options and additions, because there's no such thing as too many attachments. And if you want to try it for yourself, this one's not only available for PC, but Xbox as well, which is a really cool addition. And then finally, we have the Escape from Boston Desert Tech SRSA2 by SalientPhantom. Now this mod just dropped not that long ago, so I've yet to do a full review, but I do plan to very soon. Until then, we'll give a brief overview of everything in this mod. You're going to have a brand new bullpup bolt-action sniper rifle that packs a lot of damage. I know modern weapons aren't for everybody, but for those of you that enjoy this is a really cool new option. This thing comes complete with beautiful models and textures, custom animations, tons of attachments, and even some leveled list integration. And most importantly, some really awesome firing sounds. If you want to get this thing, you can craft it at a chemistry station along with the ammo that it comes with, or if you're lucky enough, you can find it out in the world on some gunners. Just keep in mind that crafting this thing is going to be expensive, and finding it on gunners is going to be pretty rare, so this isn't something you're going to be running into all that often. This is definitely intended to be used in the later game, as you won't start finding it out in the world until level 35. This thing does allow for some ammo swaps so that you can use 308 or the new 338 Lapua, which packs a mighty punch. Despite being a bolt-action sniper rifle, you can spec this thing for close range or long range using a modification system, much like most weapons in Fallout 4. And overall, this is just a beautiful new sniper rifle mod. And with that, we bring this video to a close. Definitely some really cool mods to come out this week, and still more coming out, so stay tuned for individual reviews coming out later this week, including a review on that Desert Tech SRS. I really want to take a deep dive on that one. This thing looks super cool. So hey, if you want to try any of these mods out for yourself, they will have links down in the description below, along with Xbox links if they are available. If they aren't, just stay patient, maybe they will be ported to Xbox sometime in the future. Until then, if you enjoyed any of the mods that you tried, endorse them, support the mod authors, and just show them your appreciation for all of their hard work. And if you enjoyed this video, drop a rating, subscribe if you haven't already for more videos just like this, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace! And really quick, I'd like to make a shout out to all of our patrons. Your donations are greatly appreciated and really help to support the channel and videos just like this one. So again, thank you.